Well, it's hey evening. Yeah, gaslighting, man. Uh, I can't. I find myself finding people gaslighting more and more and more different ways, man. It's just see. At first, I didn't understand really what it was, how common it really is. It's like a self defense mechanism in people. Like people, like kind of like how why do some rapists rape people? It's not because they like the sex. It's they like the power they get over on other people, like the mental. It's like a mental. It's not physical. It's mental. It's like I am dominating you. At least that's what the books say. And the books don't really talk too much about these type of things that I'm talking about right here, which is why I say you can't just rely strictly on the books to understand something. And a lot of the books actually are outdated, and they were written uh for false reasons anyway, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to psychological things. But anyway, gaslighting, sometimes it's like people, they gaslight because it's a habit. It's kind of like the one who always has to be right. That's a tactic that someone would use when they have to be right. It's like, say you are right, you are totally dead on the money. Well, now all you're left with is gaslighting. Is you got to make that person over there doubt their senses. So, in order to do that, you have to lie about something and get them off of. It's kind of like a bloodhound. You know what I'm saying? That he's on the trail. He's on your trail. So now you have to throw off a diversion to get the bloodhound off your trail. So gaslighting is a good or a good way to do that. It's kind of like this. In Ever since the smart meter got put in this house, I mean, I used to take like 20-minute, half an hour long showers, hot showers, because I don't shower as much as normal people. You know what I'm saying? It's not that I like to be dirty. It's just I like to take my time in the shower, so I don't like to abuse it. You know what I'm saying? If you seen me in the shower, taking an hour long shower every day, what kind of vain person am I? You know what I'm saying? Though I mean, you could do that if you wish, but it's unnecessary. That's the way I feel about it. But anyway, I used to but since I take a shower every few days, unless there's a reason to do it every day, or you know what I'm saying. Uh, I take a long shower. I'll soak in it. I like to see my fingers turn into raisins. You know what I'm saying, basically. Or even plug the drain so that it's kind of like a bath and a shower at the same time. I don't know. I'm strange, but uh, now the water, after 5 minutes, the water starts getting cold. You know what I'm saying? And I'm always like, and I noticed that right away. And I said that to someone else, and they're like, no, it's not the water meter. They gaslighted me because it's like, listen, me, how it's like, yeah, my sight might not be that great. My smelling might not be that great. But my sense of perception is very powerful. You know what I'm saying? So when people say, like, no, it's not the water meter. Okay, so it's just coincidence that the day after the water meter got put in, I could only take about a 7-minute shower without the water getting cold. Which is that's like a lot of things where it's like it's it's unrelaxing. You know what I'm saying? The fact that you don't just it takes about 10, 12, 15 minutes to get relaxed from the heat. And now it's cutting off right before that. Like Michelle Obama's in there saying, you gotta get out of the shower now. You know what I'm saying? To an extent. But that's the truth. I mean, I don't have to put that on camera for you to know that's the truth. Because you can trust my perception. I just told you the truth too. I used to take like 40-minute showers. And then the minute the meter got in there, now it just starts it's cold at 10 minutes. It's the water is cold already. And then when I said something, someone said, no, they gaslighted me. You know what I'm saying? It's like, and I think it's just, some of it is just a power thing. It's not, they don't have no malicious intent, even though there's people who know how to gaslight out of malicious intent. where it's like, because say, it's kind of like that noise, like when you say something and it's right and they say no, you're not right, and then it goes, they're trying to do that to your psychological. And I don't know why it's just, maybe that's the way women are, because mostly women do it. I mean, men do it too, but at least when it comes to men, you can engage them to debate, and once they start debating and then you show them a fact and evidence, they shut up. I mean, they go, oh, okay. But you can understand where they're coming from, because that's the only way you can really get down to things, is by being two or three, or how many parties are engaged in an argument. Everyone has to be honest for a second. Let's be honest, and then it'll quell everything. But as long as you want to gaslight, all gaslighting really does, it throws more gas on the fire, to be honest, because someone that is right is being ignored, and someone that is lying is being acknowledged. And that, to me, I mean, some people can just say, "Ah, fuck it, I don't care." Me, it's not like that. To me, I do have what you call it's like uh I I don't like people. I don't want to be known as a liar. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not known as a liar. You know what I'm saying? Around out in the hood, when people talk to me, they're like, it's even to a flaw maybe that, I don't like to lie. So I can't, operate with certain people and certain things, because look, I'm just too honest, man, and it'll I can't play games like that with people. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it sucks. It makes me not very good of a businessman, not very good of a hustler, or whatever you want to say. It is, I'm not very good of a team sport, because I just can't get into that mindset where we got to gaslight on these people to break down their mental, their self. It's like, see, there's multiple forms of manipulation. There's a form of manipulation where I got like a remote control. But then there's another one where I implant something in your brain and you start to operate that remote control, but you didn't realize it was done to you. Yourself remote controlling yourself, because people's gaslighting has made you doubt your senses to the point where it worked. Now you're unconfident. Now you're looking at something, and in your mind, you've looked at a ruler 100,000 times and you know what a foot is. But now when you look at a foot, you're wondering, is that 11 inches or 13? Because people henpeck at your perception, and then they henpecked at your perception to the point where now you henpeck at your own perception. And this is a soft form of mind control. You know what I'm saying? Like NLP is mind control. That's what it is. It's when you control someone's perception, or you try to bypass their perception and access their memory. You know what I'm saying? Of the part of their mind. I mean, it's a real crazy subject. I mean, so gaslighting supposedly comes from a movie where a guy is trying to make his wife go crazy, or think that she's crazy. I'm not sure. I never seen it, but what he does is he slowly turns the lights down, and the woman keeps saying, "Man, it looks dark in here," and he'd say, "No, it's not. What's wrong with you? What's wrong with your eyes?" And then he'd turn it down more, and then they go, "Man, I swear it's dark in here." "No, it's not." Or yeah, I mean, here's a way we could do this is with, "Man, is it? Man, do I feel a draft in here?" And you left the window open, so there is a draft coming in. But then this person over here says, "Man, I swear I feel cold," and you say, "No, you don't. Man, I think you're sick. You must be getting sick." But not revealing that you did open the window and there is a draft. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I mean, if a person opened the window, they forgot, and then they don't feel the cold because they got a different, skin sensation than you. Their sense of their skin is different, so you don't feel it. And you'd say, "No, I think you're sick. I think something's wrong with you." You know what I'm saying? And another way they gaslight is through concern. Oh, hey, I'm concerned for your state of mind. I'm concerned for your health. But they're not. They're really just trying to fuck with your goddamn sense, with your sense of perception. You know what I'm saying? That's another kind where you open the window, you let it get cold, and then you wait for the person to notice, and then you say, "No, I don't notice that." You know what I'm saying? Looking the other way when something's going on is another form of gaslighting too. Like, no, I didn't see that. When you know you saw it, but there's a person that you don't want to give them their credit. You know what I'm saying? So you just, you don't lend them your senses. You know what I'm saying? Instead, you withhold them intentionally, or uh, I mean, and then you wonder why would people do this? Why would they do that? Why would people go out of their way to do that? And the thing of it is, I mean, some of them aren't. It's just they've been gaslighting their whole life. And that's all they know. That's just how they operate. That's their MO now. That's their mode of operation. And other people realize it's a power game. It's like, you get a subtle form of power over other people by them asking you something like, "Hey, did you hear that?" And they'll say, "No, I didn't hear that." When yeah, they heard the boom. You know what I'm saying? It's just they will not lend their honesty to you. You know what I'm saying? And that's a form of gaslighting. I mean, it's just like now I catch people don't even like to hear that word anymore, gaslighting, because it's like a dirty word. It is a dirty word, but it's like, well, quit gaslighting, and you won't have to hear the terminology no more. You know, but obviously, it's like when you see people do this now, that makes me it is mind control, because now I'm thinking, why do you do that? What? Where'd you learn that? Is that just your personality? Or are you doing this on purpose? You know what I'm saying? You know, is it that you're trying to alpha dog and you just don't want to? You're afraid that that you can't maintain your alpha dog position no more. So now you gotta sabotage and undermine. You know what I'm saying? Other people around you. You know what I'm saying? From realizing that. You know what I'm saying? That their perception is superior to yours. And now the only thing you can do is henpeck. You know what I'm saying? And manipulate and gaslight and lie. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, there's two kinds of lies. There's the intentional lie, but then there's also the you have bad perception, so your witness is gaslighted because because your perception sucks. So you can't even tell the truth just because your perception sucks. You know, you might not be lying, but since your perception is wrong and what you're saying about something, it's still a lie. You know what I'm saying? So gotta through the lies. I mean, that's the whole thing about this whole thing. I'm over here on the internet and through the news and all this other kind of trickery and deception and like Christopher Columbus found America. You know what I'm saying? Type lies. I'm out here smashing on this stuff all the time. So these little lies, man, you know what I'm saying, around me start to stick out. Like it's kind of like the whole thing about if you're a hammer, everything starts to look like a nail. You know what I'm saying? Or everything that is a nail, you want to hammer it down. I mean, I guess the highest nail gets hammered first, but yet you're still a nail and you're sticking out. Once you go into hammer time mode, we're knocking these nails down. You know what I'm saying? So, anytime I see a nail, I guess I'm hammering at it. It's just like the thing, and I know. Listen, a foot is not 11 inches. A foot is not 13 inches. A foot is 12 inches. You know what I'm saying? And I don't care how much you think a foot is 11 or 13. I don't care. You're wrong. And if you want to, keep doing that, well, you're gaslighters. You know what I'm saying?